Here it is. The cryptex.
So then, what's the code? Or what about that backup plan that Arieta mentioned?
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Seriously? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time?
Yes, the sender said, the most secure code is one that you can write down and no one would think it's a code.
Who is this person?
The sender said,
surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good. What's with the firecracker? Ugh. Paimon's had enough of this whole letter debacle. Just read it already.
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises. Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you and not cry. Varka.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nodcry together. Mir of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ishkik and Lianka and sold them a lie. That I was the threat, the part that needed severing. But they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself, using the territory's full power to imprison her inside. She was far more powerful than I at that time. To make sure I wasn't at risk of falling under her influence, Lianka worked on making the prison even more secure, and sent me out of the country. So, that's the true story of why Lianka locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. It had nothing to do with Ochkon. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw him as a friend right until the very end. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nodcry together. The Eighth Lord. She never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing execution and destruction in the end, she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if Lianka really had wanted to secretly rescue her, I'm sure she would have talked her out of it. Just as Lianka was determined to stick to her own path, the Eighth Lord remained a proud, sovereign ruler until the end of her days. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nodcry together. You mean, this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianka's plan. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Notcry before, too. Mirror of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the 3 gods who abandoned us. But I do not know what she meant. It appears that a crucial memory is missing. I plan on staying in Natland for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Notcry together. Having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Notcry, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed report on all aspects of this location. Memory damage. Detected. Hypothesis. Most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. Sincere apologies. But I will never, again, forget the people and things that are most important to me. I plan on staying in Natland for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Notcry together.